can look him in the eye, but you know that he's a vampire, so you best be on his side. Is it Stranger After Dark, with all those Byzantine lines creeping up from the topsoil where your love is pouring wine into the mouth of the crystal skull? I'd rather go blind than stick around here tonight. When that Lucifer strikes and trouble is real, and nobody knows how to orchestrate the deal, and it's been going downhill now since 76. But darling, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Walking up the highway to the limousine mile, the serpent in the sky has been making circles for a while. And in the hall of Jack and Jill lies Kevin on ice, but I knew he had it coming once he sang the other night. It was a funeral dirge for a long lost time, with beautiful words that slipped into the brandy of a rich man's wife. She looks him in the eye, and security dragged him outside. When that Lucifer strikes and trouble is real, and nobody knows how to orchestrate the deal, and it's been going downhill now since 76. But darling, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Touch you, but you turn and they are gone. Now your images are dark and your hair is long. When that Lucifer strikes and trouble is real, and nobody knows how to orchestrate the deal, and it's been going downhill now since 76. But darling, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Oh, I ain't got nothing to do with it. with open arms. Bring out the crystal ball so I might see into infinity. The caverns down below where only sleeping people go. Mother Nature calls, won't you come back to your family? It was so long ago that you wandered off into the great unknown. So let me know if it is time to go. You know I will, to talk about what's happening, this bounteeless and maddening. When this old world gets torn in two, then I will run to you with open arms. This next song is called Veil of Darkness. Some are sharp as angels' teeth. Someday she'll come running around the mountain, driven by the widest steed. And I'll reach up my hand before she flies on past, to pull this veil of darkness from me. In the veil of darkness, many voices I can hear. Some are laughing endlessly, some are crying out in fear. Someday she'll come running around the mountain, driven by the widest steed. And I'll reach up my hand before she flies on past, to pull this veil of darkness from flies on past to pull this veil of darkness from me. And I'll reach up my hand before she flies on past to pull this veil of darkness from me.
Hey, we've got a bunch of merch in the back.
I wander out in the gray of the station. There is a sign over me. There is a line that is testing my patience, an arrow in my knee. I step outside for the glory of the morning. I am the fruit and the seed. It gets me high when I see the circle turning to give me strength and speed. And that is all I need. It's much too fine to be here on a Wednesday. That's where he wants to stay. The wall is wide, but the energy is dirty, and omen as black as slate. I cut my feet in the heel of the doorway. I dug my hands on the wire. There was a time I could swim inside your story, swimming all the time. Swimming all the time. He'll come out fine by the end of September, when there is blue in the sky. There will be fire in the weekend in December to burn every fear away. It was a beautiful day today. It was a beautiful day today. When I'm alone, I think about spinning a Dixie cup. It goes around the table and never tumbles off. When I'm alone, I like to put moving pictures on, though I know I could do anything I want. When I get home, I'm gonna put money on the TV, and it don't mean anything, and I don't need anything. sit and think, what's happening over there? Why is the window open? Does anybody care? Why do the girls on Bleecker Street never cut their hair? Will they throw it down if someone's at the stair? When you pick up the phone and there's static coming through, take it to heart before it makes static out of you. Look at the way the sun is a face that is pouring onto your body and heart. Your heart and your mind. Your mind. When I wake up, I'm gonna put sugar in my coffee. And I know it isn't right, but I can't see the other side. Sometimes the future lovers say, ooh, it's so hard to see the truth. There's no one there but you. How you guys doing? Are you enjoying yourselves? Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. What? No, I can't. There's nobody standing right here, so it's like kind of a space for. Okay, you guys ready? I was a thought piece and a tiger, a juggernaut and a queen. I wanna set my soul on fire, I wanna put my mind at ease. And if I took a tumble, I reach out for a friend. I wanna play a disco number, I wanna make love again. Waterfall scene, baby, can we get out of here? Let's disappear. And I was never gonna graduate, my love. I'm in the backseat making breakfast. I bought a souped up motorcycle to get out on the road. I wanna drink from the vial, I wanna moonlight overload. You can think of me like a movie, with a knife and a Silverado. Take a look at what I'm out here doing. You gotta stick to the motto. Yeah. 18 years in a quiet dream, and then summer came and put a heart beating in my hands. You gotta stand up straight wait if you wanna walk like a man. Please understand. But if I wanted to do you wrong, my love, then I never would have said this. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La 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 da 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 da. 18 years go round the bend and that college game with the nightclubs and the tears. It was a waterfall scene, baby, can we get out of here? Let's disappear. And I was never gonna graduate, my love. I'm in the backseat making breakfast. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. Prost. Thank you, Rose and Bindi, for setting us up for success. Well, I lied when I said I was doing fine. I got a cold hot tear running down my spine. I see stars in the middle of the daytime, and I wake with a sunburn every night. I got people upstairs and I don't know why. There was rain in the air, I said come inside. Now I'm holed up here in the bathroom crying to the sister of my best friend's wife. Got lines coming out of the book and they don't look good. Mystery of life, am I understood? Running out of the kitchen to the wood. And I'm tied to the cross, tied to the cross, tied to the cross. Whipped and wounded, tied to the cross, tied to the cross again. Well, I lied when I said I was thinking clear. I'm on the phone with the spirit of Britney Spears, 'cause she took my soul and my teenage years. Now I'm all grown up and I hit it here. Man talked to me last night, said you got to go. Mystery of life, guess you never know. Someone took me in and now they're gone. And I'm tied to the cross, tied to the cross, tied to the cross. Whipped and wounded, tied to the cross, tied to the cross again. That's a fact. I've seen telephone lines and the railway tracks. I've seen a man go blind for an alley cat. So when you look me in the eyes, I look right back. I'm upstairs singing into a shell. Can I get to you? Mystery of life, will the call go through? If it doesn't, what am I to do? Oh, no sign and the signal breaks. I was high for a minute, now I see it straight. I want mine before it gets too late. Coming down from the cross today. let's do it. I'm coming round the corner and I'm coming round again. I was only here for dinner, now it's 10:30. I can't afford to hack it, no, I can't afford to miss. No, I never got a feeling on a night like this. Oh, a night like this. I'm rolling like a comet down the river Styx. I know I've got to beat it, but I think I'm hit. So come on, pull the magic from my fingertips. Cause I know I've got to have it on a night like this. Oh, a night like this. Oh, I'm coming round the corner and I'm coming round again. And I'm gonna hit the railing, but I don't know when. I never want for nothing, but I can't resist. There are things that only happen on a night like this. Oh, a night like this. Oh, oh, well, that's the album, guys. This next song is a true story. She was the spitting image of Pentecostal perfection. She said, baby, let's go down and mess around with the election. I said, what's that got to do with God's children anyway? Everybody wants to be winning. Well, I checked into a hotel room just southeast of Dublin. In my mind it was a minefield, in my stomach there was a rumbling. She said, what have you got left to give me anyway? I've had nothing since the beginning. Red high socks, deep blue jeans. The music stops and the doorbell rings. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, only dreams. Well, I was turned into a man by the tender hand of Sarah, in a driveway in the backseat of a 99 Riviera. But now what's that got to do with you people anyway? It was just an experience. Well, she rolls down the window cause it feels like Louisiana. Through the wind in the trees you can hear Miss Montana saying the Margarita Man met Jesus today. But it isn't that serious. Hands apart on the bathroom sink, the music stops and the doorbell rings. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, only dreams. mattress in the lawn. But I know that if I go and I sit down, she will be gone. And now what have I got to do in the lawn anyway? But sit around and make music. In a year I'll be cooking up spinach to the sound of a saxophone floating through the village. I'll get the feeling she's one kiss away, and soak it in before I lose it. Red high socks, deep blue jeans. The music stops and the doorbell rings. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, only in dreams. What time is it? We got time for 2 more?
We got time for 3 more.
Baskets of flowers, she burst through the door and showed me wonderful things. How could I know there stood in my home an agent of sorrow and pain? Now everybody knows I'm dying, but nobody says a word. No gift cards and candy, I want cigarettes and brandy to put me in the belly of the bird. She called me by name, and I could not refrain from laying in arms open wide. But things I expressed, they're bare and undressed, were passed on like bottles of wine. Now everybody knows that I'm dying, but nobody says a word. No gift cards and candy, I want cigarettes and brandy to put me in the belly of the bird. Nobody knows where is heaven, and nobody knows where I've been. I've been walking to 7-Eleven, my friend, and walking back home. and brandy to put me in the belly of the bird. No, give cards and candy. I want cigarettes and brandy to put me in the belly of the bird. Thanks, Liz. Give it up for Owen Leonard. This has been a very special evening. Thank you everybody for coming out. Come say hi and talk and whatnot. And maybe buy merchandise. I have t-shirts and CDs for sale right back there. It's all lit up. They're cheap too. It's a bright and balmy afternoon, and I'm hiding out in the saloon. You could reach inside my pocket, but you won't find any change. I had enough to count on, but the way that it runs out on me is strange. I am hoping that you are happy over there, with the New York City water in your hair. They say it hits you different, but I think it is the same. It's got magic healing powers, gives 10 million people showers, but it's just rain. Live in an apartment over flights of marble stairs, but you're lost, you're alone, and you're all torn in two. What did you think that I love you for? Darling, I am the same as you. I can hear Cheryl music playing from the place next door to where I'm staying, and I'm thinking about my dinner as I watch the big jet planes fly from Houston to Los Angeles, the land of whiskey, cannabis, and cane. If I slowly close my eyes and count to 10, I am going to the city with a friend. Were you smiling when I missed the turn that I was meant to make? Though it's been too many Fridays, and I'm too far down the highway now to say. There is something deep inside you want so desperately to share, but you can't get it out, and it's all misconstrued. What did you think that I love you for? Darling, I am the same as you. You know the latest fashion, and you buy new pairs of shoes, but you're lost, you're alone, you don't know what to do. What did you think that I love you for? Darling, I am the same as you. Darling, I am the same as you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great night.
Thank you.